Sanbonani Dumelang Abusheni and hello. Welcome to UJ Sports on UJTV. I am Mpumelelo Jamini.
And I'm David Soto.
And today we're bringing you guys exclusive interviews. Well, we know it's just a couple of weeks away from USSA, and today we are seated with the cricket team. Well, with no further ado, please make sure that you follow us on all our social media platforms. We are UJ_sport as well as UJTV. Well, they're actually making me nervous because they seated upright, posture in place. The legs are legging as well. And also a Protea shirt, just in between.
Status.
Well, I know that, hi guys, how are you?
Right, yourself.
Guys, don't be nervous. I know USSA is coming up and last year's USSA was a bit nerve-wracking. But this year is a new year. Clean start, same teams. Maybe familiar faces, but how are you guys doing? Without any further ado, can you guys just, by passing the mic down, please introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Declan Osborne. Been at UJ now this is my third year. Moving on to next.
Okay, hi, I'm Jenna Evans, and this is my first year at UJ.
Hi, I'm Lisedi Mailula, second year student. I've been playing for UJ Cricket for 3 years.
For people who do not know, what are you guys actually studying at UJ?
So I'm doing a diploma in logistics management.
Jenna?
I'm studying a BSc in life and environmental science.
Interesting.
Interesting story. In my first year, I actually did a high certificate in coaching, exercise and sports sciences, graduated from that, transferred over into a diploma in sports management, and I'm currently in my second year in that. So, a bit of a trip.
I see you guys like a lot of challenges. I mean, operations, in life and environmental. You switch sides.
Yeah. Crazy.
Generally, for me, I think it was more around the aspect of I wanted to play cricket. And obviously, you always need a backup plan in life, because things might not always go the way as you planned it to. So ultimately, it was more just about getting into the university and wanting to study something in order to have a backup plan, because at the end of the day, a matric certificate is not going to get you very far. The same as every Tom, Dick and Harry out of there. So at the end of the day, I needed something just to fall back onto, and at the end of the day, you also need to be studying at the university in order to qualify to play.
Yeah.
So.
True. Gina, just give us an idea, the transition between high school and university level. How have you found that, especially I think for you it's more tougher because you play in provincial level more than, club cricket?
Well, it's a very big change. University is a lot harder. As they don't say that it's going to be a lot harder, but it is a lot harder. And I've been playing provincial for about 4 years now for the Lions.
Yeah.
And I mean, most of my high school has been playing provincial, and I mean, it was much easier.
Yeah.
Could attend a lot more trainings and all, but now it's a bit more difficult attending trainings, so I have to put a lot more work in behind the scenes and all. But I'm coping, and it's working quite well.
Love it. Declan, back to you. You've obviously, like you said, been a DJ for university for so many years. Through the years, how have you witnessed the growth of the club, and obviously under the helm of Siyabonga Sibiya? What have you seen get better, and with the players coming in and out as well?
Wow, okay, that's actually quite a broad question. I think if we'll break it down into the smaller bits, I think when you started off with growth, obviously coming in, I could see after the previous head coach, there was a lot of regrouping and rebuilding that needed to take place.
Yes.
And I obviously transitioned when Coach Shia came in, and I think certainly in all aspects. I mean, even now we've got a whole new exco community and committee that has now been. We've got in transition into students actually taking on board exco positions. Yeah. So there's been plenty of growth. I mean, in my couple of years that I've been here, there's certainly been every year there's new players walking in, new players leaving. Obviously respectively because they've got other things or they have other paths that they so-called believe are better. But I genuinely feel that the growth that has taken place at UJ in my time here has been unimaginable. It's compared to other universities, the high school down the road, we've seen a lot of change. I mean, we have had our struggles, obviously, as every community or club or anything like that will have. But I certainly feel that the brotherhood and the coaching staff and the management has certainly backed and supported every person every step of the way.
Yeah.
And Lesedi, I mean, Declan was speaking about the Exco, and we're sitting with the vice chairman of the club.
Excuse us.
So what are the dynamics between being a serious person in terms of also being part of Exco as well as being, a student athlete?
I think in the group that we're in, it's quite easy because we deal with such mature players and mature coaches, and we're part of an institution that demands excellence. So as vice chairman, it's just about making sure that all the processes in the club are taken care of, and that we can actually grow and achieve the goals we want to achieve going forward.
And another interesting fact, he's also the captain of the seconds men team. So talk about leadership.
He's a true leader.
Without telling us that you're talking about leadership.
He's a true leader. Gina, just give us an idea. Obviously, you've got a lot on your plate, and coming into a new environment or system, there's probably still things you're probably still getting used to. UJ has got systems of the sports psychology, and all other systems that are in place to help students. How are you balancing academics and playing pro cricket?
Well, since I was younger, I've been able to kind of balance time manage and all that quite easily. It comes naturally. So it's been tougher this year, I must say, but I'm still managing. And I think UJ, they do offer everything you need. You can ask them, they will give it to you. And it's really nice to have that as an option. But so far, so good, and we're getting through the year, almost there.
Lovely, Lelo.
And Declan, just give us a brief highlight. What did USSA 2024 bring to you guys? I know it's one topic, stressful to speak about, but...
About this year or last year's
Last year's one.
Last year's one. Wow, okay. Funny enough, we actually came back and we had a nickname given to us called the UJ Relegators. Whether it was a compliment or not, at the end of the day, we did find ourselves scraping through by the skin of our teeth. But at the end of the day, it was tough. We had a lot of lessons learned at the end of the day. That for us is probably the biggest takeaway that we could have. We have a lot of players that decided to either leave the space or were very... I don't think every player that went really bought in, if I can put it that way, because it's very challenging. It's a big jump from club cricket to an USSA. Some people might say that it is like Premier League cricket at the highest level, and some people might just say that it's club cricket. So in the same breath, I think it was difficult. Different conditions, 100%. People weren't used to maybe the Cape conditions, different humidity, different fields, things like that. So I think in terms of experience, the players that did go there and come back and just work through again another year have certainly brought in a lot more to offer for the guys that have now come in. Not necessarily skill-wise, but more of experience and knowledge just coming back from a tournament like that, where it's just every day you wake up and you got so much to play for.
And Lesedi, just to touch base on what Declan just said, what is 2025 USSA bringing?
2025 or...
So we spoke about the past, which was what 2024 brought. Now we're speaking about 2025. What is USSA bringing for you guys? Also looking back at the fantastic year that you guys had.
I think coming off such a great season that we had towards the end of last season, obviously the first team taking away the Premier League title and the second team winning the T20s, I think a lot of guys are confident in their abilities, and we're sort of going into a week where it's like we're not the underdogs anymore, and we sort of believe that. And I'd say going forward, just with the group of players that we have and the management that is going with, the sense of belief is definitely higher than I would say last year was. And I'd say performing now is not questioned, it's more of an expectation.
Now, before we come to you, Gina, just Lesedi, I think if we look at the numbers, we as UJ, we have probably 4 to 7 athletes who are students and some are alumni who are currently at a provincial level representing the different teams. Would you say UJ cricket is on the right path at the moment?
I'd say so. With the likes of Shavir Khan, Lifan Tanzi, Martin Kumalo, representing, playing Division 2 cricket.
Yeah.
I'd say the guys are going forward and going to the next level with confidence and great ability. And maybe even some of the guys, like Declan, Ryan, Kieran and them, guys in the Lions Academy, going in the right steps, taking their skills forward and making a name for UJ on a provincial space.
Hello?
Well, for those who do not know, because I bring facts and nothing but facts. Well, Jenna, right here, was nominated for the age group Sportswoman of the Year. While the criteria was students who are included in junior or in senior national teams were nominated in this category. She went on being first place in the award. The reason being was because she is a BSc Life and Environmental Science student who won 2 golds and 3 silver medals between October 2023 and September 2024. She won her 2 gold medals with South Africa emerging team at the Zimbabwe 6-match T20 series in Zimbabwe and Soweto Club at the Wanderers T10. She clinched the 3 silver medals with the provincial Lions women's cricket team.
Quite an achiever.
At the 50 over and T20 CSA Domestic League, as well as the team South Africa at the 13th African Games in Ghana. That's the reason why she's sitting in that shirt right there. Like it's just, I mean, we are an institution of orange, but she brought yellow and she was like,
she's allowed.
Jenna, I want you to touch on base on a BSc is not an easy. You spoke about being able to manage both and from a young age being able to balance both of them. But I want to touch base on mental health.
Well, last year, I did take a gap year. Yeah. So, I did use it to focus on my sport, my cricket. And, it paid off, as you've just said, all of that stuff. So I think, just playing the sport that I love and being able to do what I love every day as a job is just, that's I'm happy. Yeah. I'm super happy. Yes, we come with a few defeats and all that, and it does take a toll. And also coming home and you need to study for an exam the next day or something. It's quite hard, but I've just got the support of my family, always backing me, always there for me. And they help me through it. I've got lots of friends that help me through it. I love what I do, so couldn't be anywhere else.
Interesting. You are in the right place. Declan, in the past 3 weeks, obviously you guys are currently in the 50 over league. However, the past 3 games have been called off due to bad weather. That is not possibly, the preparation you want to obviously go on with ahead of USSA. But in those games you have posted, good scores. How good have the games been to help you guys prepare for USSA? And obviously, the weather is uncontrollable, but you would want to finish the game. So how are the games going for you guys in terms of preparing for USSA?
Yeah, obviously it's not the greatest preparation going forward towards an USSA tournament like that. But I think again we look at the small things. Yeah. Ultimately, we've been managed to put into, I'd say, situations where we had to get ourselves out. It certainly has showed us the depth that we have in our squad. Yeah. But again, I think it has to prepare us because you never know what you might expect when you go down to USSA. There might be 3 out of the 5 days will be rain, and we just have to be rain ready. True. Where we'll be on and off the field. There might be the pitch might be wet, the outfield might be wet, and you just got to make sure that you know what you got to do. And when you get the chance to do it, you just go out and you do it to the best that you can. Yeah. So I think in terms of preparation, it hasn't been too bad. Obviously, you'd like to get your bowlers to get all their loads in, and you'd like to see them fit and fire in. But at the end of the day, I think in terms of the batting sector, the guys have really shown fight and determination because it hasn't always been easy. The wickets in Joburg are not always the easiest, as you can see.
Of course.
We have had a trend that we normally 3 down in the power play. But like like I said, the depth that we are showing as in terms of a squad is certainly, it's fantastic to see, and it's going to help us going into the tournament, because I think in the previous years we might have not had that, to be honest, and that might have been our ultimate downfall. So it's really an eye-opener, and it's something quite exciting to see in these games, just to see that the guys that aren't so-called, their skill set is not to be a batter. They've certainly put their hand up with the bat, and we've still managed to scrape through with a decent score on the board to give ourselves the best chance.
Lesedi, I mean, the squad has been announced, but not publicly yet. Just got to keep the suspense out there. We've got a number of provincial experience coming down to join us for USSA and Bloemfontein. Those skills that are coming from above, which maybe we don't have much of them down here, how do you think they're going to help the team, and what are the goals for the team generally going down to Bloemfontein?
I think with the professional guys coming down, just the sort of adaptability and the maturity they bring, just from a professional setup coming down and sort of guiding the guys through that and helping the guys sort of navigate themselves through a week in a different terrain,
of course,
new conditions for some guys. And I'd say, as like a team going down with goals, and a university with like so much expectations, I don't think we can sell ourselves short, especially with the group that we have, going down with confidence and good skill. Then I'd say it's a week of promise and high expectation.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We'll definitely be following those live updates, minute by minute, because we want to know what's happening. So obviously, in December, UJ Sport has got you covered with all the updates of the teams that will be going down to the USSA Champs. So be sure to stay with us on our platforms. Gina, just give us an idea, of a rundown of a day in a sport, a day in the life of a student athlete. From morning to night. What do you get up to as a student and as an athlete?
Like during a day?
Yeah.
During like a university day?
Yeah.
Okay, well, wake up really early, then, get to university, do my first few classes. I normally have like a gap. I'll run to the gym, come back, carry on with my classes, then I'll go to training at the Wanderers after all my classes, and then get home at about 7, and then, eat and sleep.
I mean, it sounds very easy, but trust me, it's not. It's not. But you have to find a way.
And for a fact that 7 o'clock is time to go home. Nice, such an easy one. But I mean, we were all surprised when we were not surprised when you guys were nominated. But for the fact that Cricket Club, men and women contribution, added to Club of the Year 2024 at the awards. Some fancy suits, Gina, black dress, looking nice. The criteria, produce results. We're talking about results. Highest of accolades, trophies. Sad to not see anyone here, but it's okay. Well, the UJ Cricket Club had an exceptional year, demonstrating incredible commitment and excellence on and off the field. This year, the UJ senior men's cricket team was crowned the champions for the season 2023-24 NZA Premier A Club League. The club's second men's team also emerged victorious in the 2024 Black Widow Premier B tournament, defeating that university down the road at the Lions at the World Wanderers Cricket Club Stadium in Sandton. Off the field, the club players and staff actively participate in several initiatives within the UJ Sports Department, organizing a cricket clinic for students in the sports management faculty to aid their practical learning experience. They extended their support to other UJ sport teams, including the varsity rugby matches and USSA. So you guys are present everywhere. But I've never heard you guys sing a Guicho. What is the team culture when you guys are about to go play? Tough one.
No, I think so. We generally have 3 teams in the cricket club. The fourth team is actually called the Guijo squad.
Oh.
So if you go in on a Monday night varsity cup rugby and you go there and you do not see the cricket boys, it's either because there must be lightning or something.
True.
But every week Monday we are there, and I happen to have got the nickname Martinez because I don't know for the guys that don't know.
Yeah.
No, certainly in terms of Guijos, that is probably, you won't see us walk around without a speaker. You know, when there's a speaker and music, shout out to my boy Nathan. He is the guy on the DJ, and yeah, no, we love a good song. We love a good get together and little vibe session or something, whatever it is. But 100% our team environment in terms of just energy and stuff is always up there.
I'm seeing now that there's actually 3 representatives of 3 different teams. Jenna, what's your team culture? I mean, we know Guijo squad, we'll put Guijo squad there.
I don't know. We just
Rock up and play and win. Okay.
we're a bunch of completely different people that get along on the field, which is really good. I don't know. Our aim is just to have fun on the field and learn. There's a lot of newcomers in our cricket team, and just the opportunity to help them out and teach them new things on the field, and I love it. And I think just learning is our culture.
And for Seri?
I think with the second team, you know, a lot of the time people might think you play second team, it's not the main event.
Yeah.
But with us, it's just fun. We have a lot of fun. You know, we win so many games, it's kind of insane. I don't want to brag or anything, but
This is your platform. Use the airtime.
Last season, we went 19 games unbeaten. I don't know how many other teams do that, but I think just coming down and having a winning culture and just expressing yourself on the field, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, of course. Just before, obviously, we draw to the end, Gina, reflecting on the accolades of the club, obviously, which is the reason why you guys were named Club of the Year. For you, in your personal opinion, what do you think is the importance of being human before you become an athlete? Because, I mean, cricket team is everywhere helping around all other events at the institution. So that is very beautiful. So what do you think is the importance of being a human before being an athlete or being, a student?
Just like I said, just helping and learning in our team is our aim, and just teaching the other people the things that I know that they may not is something that I love to do and help out and do. So I think just being human and helping out the people around you before the cricket is amazing. Yeah. Being a team is the most important thing. It comes before winning and everything else. So, yeah.
Right.
Well, David, I mean, we've drawn closer to the end of the episode, but USSA is coming up couple of weeks' time, but you guys have a trophy already. So I'm not saying go into USSA with the hard-headed of we already have a trophy. But David, you seem to be improving there by cricket, just to compliment you.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I think the off-field relationship with the head coach is working. It's working. But yeah, look, I think obviously we always try to cover the teams as much as we can, which is, almost impossible because of the manpower versus the teams that we have. But I think we're doing what we can to obviously give them coverage. But definitely, USA, they'll have coverage. We are sending someone down to Bloemfontein with the team. Same thing with football, same thing with basketball. So I think, we definitely, I can say, speaking as a team now, excluding you, we are ready for USA, and I think we're going to see a different outfit in terms of UJ. And we're hoping obviously for an improved positional finish, generally without putting pressure on the team. But everybody wants a trophy. But we, as they've mentioned, the goals are in place, and we're hoping to finish in the best position possible.
Well, a big thank you, guys, and congratulations on accolades of so far throughout the year. We're looking forward to 2025, holding the best as well as hoping for USSA trophy as well. Well, from our side, thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Congratulations. See you soon. And from my side, my name is Mpumelelo Dlamini.
The one and only Mr. Parak said, David Soto, thank you for staying with us.
And make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. We are UJ_sport as well as UJTV 23. Until next time, City, goodbye.